ETH came this close to breaking the coveted $4,000 mark. Altcoin season is just around the corner. Not just ETH, but other top large caps are breaking records too. And we're gonna dive right into it. Once you see the big picture and the path that liquidity follows through, it'll all make sense. And it's insane how many of these patterns and cycles from the last bull run are starting to form again. Institutional flows, real-world adoption, and macro cycles are aligning, and you're gonna need to watch this video if you want to stand a chance this bull run. As of now, we have Trump securing trade deals with the EU and another 90-day pause with China, so we're in the clear for now. And institutions are jumping on that news. We're now seeing the financial giant Interactive Brokers considering allowing crypto stablecoin funding for brokerage accounts. And if you don't know how big Interactive Brokers is, you should know they have over $660 billion of client funding under their brokerage. That opens a major bridge from traditional retail capital into stablecoin liquidity. Now, let's talk about what happened with Sharplink Gaming. For those who don't know, Sharplink Gaming is an online betting and gaming firm. The reason we care is because of the move they made for the treasury earlier this month. They decided to become the first NASDAQ-listed stock to make Ethereum their primary treasury asset. Since then, they've been buying up Ethereum coins like they're hotcakes. And thanks to those buys, they've now become the second largest corporate holder of Ethereum in the world with 438,000 ETH in their treasury. But that's actually not why I'm bringing this up. The real news is how this ties in with BlackRock. Sharplink just appointed Joseph Chalem, formerly BlackRock's head of digital assets, as co-CEO. This is the same person who helped shape BlackRock's crypto ETF strategy, now jumping ship to lead a company going all in on Ethereum. If this isn't a sign that capital rotation is happening in front of us, then maybe Ethereum's price chart is. Let's take a look. We're now finally seeing headlines of ETH breaking past the 3,900 barrier, although it's now cooled down. As we can see, Ethereum has been showing steady strength throughout the past month, making a clean staircase pattern with higher highs and higher lows. This kind of price action tells us that we're working with strong buyer confidence and sustained bullish momentum. We got some consolidation followed by sharp upward moves, while volume is pretty stable. This tells us that this rally is being backed by real interest instead of just short-term speculation, and as long as the rising support can keep up, we should see this uptrend continue. And why are you just watching ETH take off without taking advantage of it? Well, you must not have a good crypto exchange. Well, I just partnered up with MARGEX to give you guys a top-level deal. This platform is fast, reliable, and built for traders who need fast execution in these volatile markets without the crazy high fees. MARGEX is offering a 20% match and other bonuses if you use code FireHustle when you deposit. You can find the link in the description below, and don't miss out because things may seriously start to pick up in August. Now, as for the markets, you might be thinking, I don't care that ETH is climbing. I didn't buy any ETH. My altcoins are still in the depths of hell. Well, let me explain to you why it all ties back to ETH and the flow of liquidity, thanks to something called the path to alt season. So this chart right here breaks it down. It's a cycle we've seen play out in every major crypto bull run, where capital flows step by step from the lowest risk asset into higher risk assets over time. It always starts with phase 1, which would be Bitcoin. That's where most investors look for a relatively safe and liquid coin to start off with. But once Bitcoin starts rallying, confidence starts to grow. That's when we start seeing the fear and greed index start to shift closer towards greed. Then phase 2 kicks in. Ethereum begins outperforming Bitcoin as investors take some of those BTC profits and rotate them into ETH, looking for the next big move. The Sharplink news, combined with ETH breaking $3,900, are some of the big indicators here. Then as ETH starts gaining ground, risk appetite keeps growing. That's when we see phase 3, where the rotation spreads to large cap altcoins like Solana, Avalanche, and BNB. And we're seeing some stats that back this too, with Avalanche's DeFi TVL breaking the $2 billion mark for the first time in 2 years, and with BNB making a new all-time high above $858. So if we're somewhere between phase 2 and 3, the next phase is where things are gonna get out of control. Phase 4 marks the true alt season, when the money pours into mid caps, low caps, and even meme coins. Fundamentals start taking a back seat and FOMO starts to take control. At this point, everything is pumping, rug pulls don't even make headlines anymore, and celebrities are back to launching steaming hot piles of shit disguised as crypto coins. And at this point, the fear and greed index would be hitting maximum greed levels as well. And I personally would take this as my sign to make sure I'm well into my exit plan before things come crashing down. And if you're interested in my exit strategies, then come and join me in the FireHustle VIP Discord. If you want to stay ahead of the markets and get access to real-time alpha, TA, news, strategies, and more, I highly suggest checking it out. I'm in there every single day with my team, sharing updates, breaking down trades, and helping our members navigate the cycle with confidence. The link is in the description below. So now we understand how things have played out for crypto in the past, but if we're pinning ourselves somewhere between phase 2 and 3 right now, then you need to keep your eye on the ETH BTC ratio. We know that phase 2 is marked by ETH outperforming Bitcoin, but just the fact that it touched 3,900 might not be enough to make that claim. So this ETH BTC chart compares the price to Ethereum to the price of Bitcoin. Basically, instead of looking at ETH or BTC on their own against the dollar, it shows how strong ETH is relative to BTC. So if the ratio is going up, it means Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin. If it's going down, it means Bitcoin is outperforming Ethereum. Notice how at the peaks of the previous bull run, the ratio was over 0.1. But as of now, we're around 0.03. Now, although that's a pretty big difference, zoom into the monthly time frame. Now we can see that in the last month, ETH has been outperforming Bitcoin by around 40% at the time of this recording. That's big, and it supports our idea that we're truly getting closer and closer to altcoin season. All that's left to do is keep an eye on the total 3. This is the chart that tracks the total market cap of crypto coins excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Basically a metric for the altcoin market. It helps us track how much liquidity is starting to spill over into altcoins. So if total 3 starts trending up in sync with ETH and BNB, it's a strong indicator that large cap gains are setting the stage for the final phase, altcoin season. So to wrap this all up, we got Ethereum inching closer to $4,000, BNB and AVAX breaking records, institutional interest for Ethereum is higher than it's ever been, and all while Trump is on his veiny knees begging JPOW for a damn rate cut. The signs are pretty clear, and things are moving. We're seeing the same capital rotation patterns from previous cycles starting to line up again, and if we're right about the path to alt season, then it could really be right around the corner. And that's it for today. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risk before making any investment decisions. If you're interested in the projects I'm watching closely, then come and join me in the FireHustle VIP Discord. And if you want more videos like this, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.